My name is Richard Ali. I'm a lawyer and writer, and I'm managing editor at Jalada Africa. And currently, I'm executive director of Engaging Borders SRD, which is involved in internal security issues and mainstreaming soft approaches to extremism. Cultural heritage is very important in shaping perceptions because without a sense of the past, of what has come before, we have no certainty of where we are and we're not able to chart the future. So it's important, regardless of what the actual cultural heritage is, regardless of how we came to it, what slant was added to the story, it's important that writers are interested in all these stories and all this heritage that has come before us, because from there we gain a foothold to be able to explore the future with more confidence. And often than not, when you look at human history in all its thousands of years, we realize that history is cyclical. The same thing keeps on happening. The more things change, the more they stay the same. So, if we are to understand where the world is going to, it's useful to know where the world has been. If we're to understand where life is going to, it's useful to know where the previous incarnations, ancestors of that same life have been, and then would be able to say with some certainty that this is a likely end point, which of course is not an end point, but yet another point for departure and new beginnings. I think the most important thing is to remember that in Nigeria and most countries, publishing, writing, book clubs, libraries are a labor of love. You're not going to make money from it. So it's important to be able to say, this is a level of love. This is something I'm doing fisabilillah for the sake of the future, for the good of the community, and to do it in that way. And when there's no sense that it must pay itself back immediately, then the scale increases. And you're talking in terms of returns being in the quality of lives of the people that you're writing, your book club, or your publishing house impacts. I think the one recommendation would be that they should keep going, continue, persevere. Often than not, publishing, writing, whether in English or whether in any language, is a labor of love. It's something that you do for sabilillah. It's something that you do for the good of community. You're not really doing it for the here and now. You're definitely not doing it to make money. So once we shift that mindset, we realize that the scope we're dealing with, it's the scope of lifetimes. The impact that we're looking at is the impact of lives over lifetimes, and in that sense, it is necessary to deal with things with that in mind, to remember that you must go on, not just for yourself, but for the future that you hope to shape in a positive way. So, the one piece of advice or recommendation I would give them is to, you're doing the right thing, you're doing what is needed, keep at it.